So today's lesson is 2.5 on comparing rates and unit rates. So we're still dealing with rates here, which means we want to make sure we include those labels. But what this allows us to do is kind of what we talked about last class. It's about if you are at a grocery store and then you go to another grocery store and they both have the same item, but you want to be able to compare it, see which one's cheaper or where you'll be spending more, this is what we'll be doing. So we see that car A traveled 208 miles in 4 hours. I can create a rate, 208 miles over 4 hours. And I can color code here, but for you and your purposes, if you're only using a pencil, you might want to put your information here so you know where it's coming from. So there's car A's information. Car B traveled 245 miles in 5 hours. So car B. The reason we can't compare these yet is because if you look, I'm just going to change this color a little bit. Okay, there we go. So if you look, they can't be compared to each other because if you remember, denominators need to be the same in order to compare them, see which more, less. So what we can do for each one is simplify them down to a unit rate. This would give them the same denominator. So I can say I can divide this one by 4, this one by 4, because my goal is to get a denominator of 1 hour. Just move this over a little bit. When I do my math, I find out it's 52 miles per hour. So now I need to do the same. I need to find a unit rate to be able to compare. And oops, I should not be dividing by 4. I should be dividing by 5 because that's how I can get this one down to 1 hour. So I do my division and I get 49. So I need to also answer the question. It says, which car traveled faster, at a faster rate? Meaning which one was going faster? Well, this car can go 52 miles in 1 hour, whereas car B goes 49 miles in 1 hour. So car A, yes, please write your sentence. Car A travels at a faster rate. I want you to try number 2. Now keep in mind, we took notes last class where we said money goes on top. So in our fractions, the numerator or the denominator, money always goes in the numerator. So that can help you set up your problem so you know you're getting it to the correct unit rate. Go ahead and pause the video so you can try number 2. Now that you've tried number 2, let's check our answer here. Just pulling up the answer key so that you can check your answers. And again, this is page 18. There we go. You should have gotten Lila makes more money per hour as Travion makes $13 per hour, whereas Lila makes $14.50 per hour. Don't forget the 0 at the end of it when you're dealing with money. Another way that we can compare rates is when we're given a table. So let's go to the next page. You can also take the time to finish this page. So if you want to pause the video, finish problem numbers 3 and 4. Pause the video here before I show you the answers. Now that you did those, here are the answers. And let's move on to page 19. So let's do number 5 because it's giving us a table. It says the calories burned by 3 friends, Bryce, Malik, and Olivia, during their workouts are given. Who burned the most per minute? So this already tells you right here, most per minute. You need to find each unit rate so that minute is in the denominator. So those are like hints that we can pay attention to. So if I were to set up Bryce, I'm putting 25 in the denominator because it's minutes in the denominator as we indicated from the question. So it's 220 calories, you can write cal, all over 25 minutes or min. You want to get that down to a unit rate. So go ahead and find how many calories per minute. let's set up Malik. So we have Malik, who again is 184 calories over 25 minutes. Go ahead and find that unit rate, and let's set up Olivia as well. So we have 255 calories for 30 minutes. Go ahead and find each unit rate. So pause the video here before you get your answer. The answer for that is that Malik burned the most calories per minute. Bryce burned 8.8 calories per 1 minute. Malik burned 9.2 calories per 1 minute. And Olivia burned 8.5 calories per 1 minute. So that puts Malik burning the most calories. So when we're comparing rates, it's much more simpler to compare them when the denominators match, right? So we're not playing guessing games. We want to know how much is it per something. This is extremely helpful when you're looking at things for like, what's the better deal, right? I want to pay less gas, or I want to pay less for a product. You can apply this same thing on page 20. So let's go to page 20. And we're going to do number 7. It says that you can, option A gives you that you can buy a 15-ounce box of cereal for $5.25, or a 20-ounce box of cereal at option B for $6.40. Again, remember, money goes on top, so that means our ounces are going to go on the bottom. Go ahead and set this up and see what you get this to so that we can compare our unit rates. Pause the video here. Now let's take a look at our answers. So this was the answer to number 6 on the previous page in case you wanted it. And then here's number 7. For number 7, the 15-ounce box of cereal, it's actually 35 cents per ounce. Whereas for option B, it was 32 cents per ounce for that if you get the big one. So you're saving more money. You're going to get more for your money if you choose option B. You can go ahead and finish this page and see if you get the answers right. So go ahead and pause it. Now check your answers. Here's number 8 and number 9.